Hello guys, it's summer and I want to be productive, so I was like, let's make a game. So they're going to the wild, came some random bums to help me, and they all say yes. Now I got a bit of a team and I'm feeling pretty good. At this point, I'm gonna be the team's front page because I don't want to brag, but we're all talented, young individuals who are also expert coders. And I mean, when it comes to making a game, what more do you need than that? You know what guys, it's okay. Learning them all can't be that hard. I just learned everything right now. Like, I don't want to brag, but I'm a pretty quick learner. And Blender's just like making shapes. I've been making shapes since first grade, so I'll be fine. Look, right here we got a nice and easy donut tutorial to learn. I gotta watch 14 episodes for a donut! Alright, so after being denied, I gotta watch 14 episodes for a donut. I just accepted my fate and I watched the tutorials. But that's when I started to see the beauty in what I was doing. With each video I watch, I feel myself getting better and better. I saw a purpose in every small move I was doing, every small edit. I now see that Blender isn't just art, but it's a way of living. Yeah, I give up. I stopped watching like 8 videos in because I was bored and tired of working. But hear me out, 8 out of 14 is like over halfway done. So I'm basically over halfway done to becoming a Blender Pro. And I'm only a few days in, so I think I'm ready. But before we start, I realized that I need a game plan. So off camera, I'm actually hard at work making this little list right here. I know, save the compliments for later. But to break this down, I'm gonna first model some random items to get some practice in. Then after that, I'll make some potential assets for a game I'm trying to make. And then as the final 2 challenges, I'm trying to make a game character and animate it. So, now that you guys know the game plan, let's go. Alright, you guys already know I just started strong, so I'm about to show you guys my first ever Blender model, so be ready for this. And boom, it's a sword. We got everything you need here. We got the blade, the handle, and pretty cool detail. It goes from skinny to thick here, because it adds some depth. If you guys think this is too simple, shut up. I'm actually kind of proud of this, okay? I worked hard on it. Anyways, I'm gonna model some more stuff now. Alright guys, so I just modeled 3 more things, and each one is better than my sword. So yeah, they're pretty crazy. Starting off, we have my apple, very vibrant and very beautiful. All I did was take a ball and like deform it a bit, but hey, I still think it looks good. If anyone saw this, they would know it's an apple, and to me, that's a pretty good compliment. Moving on, we now have my pineapple. It's a little low poly, but you know, it's just a different aesthetic, okay? Up here, you see we got a bunch of leaves, right? And this was made by me making 1 leaf, and then copying that a bunch of times to resize them to I got a lot of leaves. And then finally, we got my piece of bread. Making this one was actually crazy because I learned how to assign textures, and I learned what the bevel tool was. Like, I can now make corners round, and that was actually crazy to learn. Anyways, with all this being done, I think I'm ready for the next step. So, before I make access to my game, I gotta first reveal what my game is. This means I also gotta reveal that I tricked you guys. All those random things that I modeled, they weren't random at all. They were all for this game. And they're all probably sitting there like, what? I don't get it. I just model food. Well, get out of here because I'm about to reveal to you all my game. It's food based. And like all the random food I was modeling was like just for the game. Anyways, I'm gonna model some more food. So I'm trying to model parts of the cheeseburger right now. I found out a pretty cool tool called the boolean. And this like lets you poke holes and stuff. And I'd be using to poke holes in my little cheese slice. So it's just like, it shows that I'm growing, bro. I'm getting better. Alright, so now I'm trying to model lettuce, right? You like, just look at the shape. How am I supposed to do this? It's like the most like random jaggedy thing ever. But I'll probably figure it out somehow. Wait, so after playing around for a bit, I found a pretty cool trick. You can use this thing called like a Bezier curve and like connect some dots, and if I press F, boom, it looks like lettuce. I know I've been messing around saying I was like a Blender Pro throughout this video, right? But like after learning this, I actually feel like I'm getting better, and like this thing, I'm pretty excited. Like I'm about to make the best burger ever. Anyways, I made a watermelon because I got bored making the burger. What's cool about this one is that I texture painted, so it's like, it's not all one solid color like it usually is. And then to end this part off, I made a banana, which was actually pretty cool to make. It might look simple, but I'm telling you guys right now, it was a lot harder than it looks. I had to like get that little weird tippy point to look right, and I had like so many things bugged out when I made the banana peel, but I figured it out eventually. I used a little thing called simple to want to make it curved, so it's like that's another tool I learned. Yeah, but now I'm bored of making this food, so I'll make the character now. So before I actually model the guy, I had to first have a little meeting with my little team, and we all decided on making some jelly guy because we wanted him to just like be food. So then I got this little drawing here from Eric, right? And I'll be basing my model off this. Okay, back to work. Wait, okay, you guys are not gonna believe this, but after modeling the character, I low-key cooked. But before I can show you guys it, I gotta first show the pain I went through to make this thing. So what I basically did was I got Eric's picture and I stuck it in Blender, and from that I could like base my shapes all around it, and this made it so much easier. So all I had to do was make small adjustments to make sure my model lined up with the drawing, and that was basically it. To make the body, I just kind of like stretched them out, but to make the legs, I used the extrude tool, which like made them stick out. And after doing that, I just like shaped the piece to get the shape I wanted. Then once again, I did another cool trick. I cut it in half and I mirrored him. So now both sides are the exact same. I gotta focus on making one side look good. I then used the extrude tool again to give him arms, rod them out, and then I started sculpting him to polish things up. But to be honest, I have no idea how to use this tool. So it's honestly just me pressing random buttons and hoping it worked. Then I just added this little knob thing on his head. And with that, you said the basic outline of my character is basically done. I don't want to brag, but I think this is a pretty good looking foundation. So all I have to do now is color. But let me tell you guys right now, coloring is not as easy as it seems. Because for me, it's a whole bunch of trial and error. Because I want to add certain details to it so it didn't look too simple. But then I didn't know how to make it match the aesthetic I was going for. So I was just sitting there playing with different materials and colors to see which one worked. I also remember one time I tried to draw on the face, and I don't really want to talk about that. But in the end, I did figure it all out. So, for the grand review, get ready everyone, this is my character model. Ta-da! It's pretty good, right guys? Like, I'm not exaggerating right now. I like this a lot. It has like a little transparent outline, which like took way too long to figure out, but it made it look like so much better. But now that I have my character, I still have one last step. So, when looking at a game, see that all the characters have many different animations, right? But I'm not going to do all that because I'm kind of lazy. So today, my one and only goal is to make him run. However, despite me only doing one animation for my guy, it still took days of working. Days of figuring things out because it's hard. I first tried to be lazy by using this pre-made human bone thingy, but it didn't really match my character, so I was just like, screw it, I'll make my own. But little did I know, this added 5 more hours of work to my project. Because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just moving these little bones around, connecting them to each other, then moving them around hoping it worked, and you know, sometimes it did, but then other times it didn't, so I had to restart, and I tried again. One time I put too many bones and that just looked funny, but then eventually, I did reach a point after like 3 hours that I was happy with. But I'm still not done because I paired with automatic weights. But apparently that isn't good enough, so I gotta manually do some weight painting, which is where like I draw how much each bone influences the body. And it was terrible to learn. It was terrible. Cause I had no idea how to like weight paint evenly, and the tool didn't even work properly. I was trying to draw it on a part, and it just wouldn't draw on it. So I spent like 20 minutes drawing one little piece. Weight painting was the worst part of all this. It was the same repetitive thing so many times, and you got no work done because it didn't even work properly. No one should ever weight paint. It's a cruel, cruel thing. Anyways, in the end, I got it done. It looks pretty good for the most part, and I don't really care if there's any small mistakes because I don't really want to work on this weight painting stuff anymore. So I'm gonna actually animate now. And to be honest, this part actually was pretty easy. All I had to do was go to some pose mode, and I moved the limb how I wanted to move, and then I pressed I, which made like a keyframe. Then I moved a couple frames forward, then I moved the limb again, I pressed I, it made a new keyframe, and now I can move in between these keyframes and like the transitions for me. And then before you know it, I have my run animation. I did a little cartoony run because it was easier for me, but I still think it looks pretty good. Now it's gotta animate every other pose he needs, but that's for another day. And just like that, you guys have just seen my journey of learning Blender. You've seen the highs, you've seen my multiple lows. But in the end, it was low-key a really fun thing to do, and I have no regrets. And if any of you guys want to learn a skill, could be Blender, could be something else, I say, just do it. Just know it's gonna be tough. And with all that being said, please subscribe and support the channel, guys. It took months to edit. In the intro, I said,
Hello guys, it's summer.
and it's fall now. I'm trying to go to college. Please support us.